I'd like to welcome everyone back to So-Called Experts. Today we're going to do Fan Talk Part 2. Got my boy Duarte, got my boy Hernandez, and today we're going to talk about what makes someone a fan and what makes someone a poser. What is something that you like to see in a fan?
I like to see somebody show pride. Pride always gives you the best fans. I think somebody who's ready to flash, ready to show off their gear, those are the first signs of a good fan.
You know what is what I can't stand about these so-called fans is like the posers, you know? Yeah. Is these people who say they're fans but they're still wearing jerseys of players that the team booted. For example, you see Charger fans wearing Sean Merriman jerseys.
Yeah.
LT jerseys.
And we ain't talking about throwbacks.
Exactly. The only thing that constitutes a throwback is that they're in the Hall of Fame. If they're not, then you shouldn't be wearing them as throwbacks.
All right. The guy I can't stand is the guy at the bar walks in with the jersey and he doesn't know anything about his team. You ask him about his team and you're like, hey dog, like what's up with your quarterback? And he couldn't tell you the kicker from the quarterback to the linebacker. But the guy I do love is the guy who, if I'm wearing a Steeler jersey and the guy on the other side is wearing a Ravens jersey, he goes out of his way to tell me that my team sucks. That's a true fan right there. I like that guy, even though I can't stand his jersey. You
know, I get that a lot. I go anywhere I go, there's gonna be somebody who's gonna want to say something because I'm wearing a Cowboy jersey. So a lot of times it's people who say, hey, I like your jersey, but you know, when they fail to say what team they represent.
I can't stand when the guy tells you your team sucks, and then you ask him what team does he like, and he doesn't like a team. I mean, he's just there talking smack to everyone about their team, but doesn't defend anything. Can't stand that guy.
You know what I like about a true fan is a guy or a girl who's enthusiastic and competitive about their team. I don't mean it in a way that, you know, 10 Dodger fans whooping on a Giants fans, but I don't mean that. What I mean is someone, you know, you go into the bar, they got their little wardrobe on about their team, but they'll go out of their way, you know, to go over two booths and tell, hey, we got you today. Yeah. And, you know, we're going to take you out. And it's not about cussing or being confrontational. It's just about making a statement, you know, showing some enthusiasm about your team and letting the world know about it, that you're a true fan.
And you got to be able to name a good percentage of the players on your team.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You can't, if I can't go up to you and be like, hey, Tony Romo had a good day, and be like, yeah, but he missed a field goal. You know what I mean? That's not a fan. You got to know he's a quarterback. You got to know who your players are. You got to be able to name some starters, some backups. Don't be coming out here talking about players that you don't even know about.
Here's one for the ladies. If you're going to call yourself a fan, don't buy your jersey because you think it looks cute on you. And, you know, and don't start showing up to bars, you know, with your little Converse and your little jersey and thinking that it's all about looking fabulous, because it's not all about looking fabulous. It's about knowing some history. It's about doing your research and showing up other than your fancy face.
If I ask you why you're wearing that jersey and you say because he's cute, that's not the answer you want to give out.
And if you ever throughout the game say, man, that guy's butt looks good, then you know what? Maybe you should shift your attention somewhere else.
What if she's just trying to be a trophy? What if she's just trying to get picked up by a fan, just so he can be like, this is my dress-up toy right here?
If she's trying to be a trophy, my statement to her is get your ass back in the mantle, because that's exactly where you belong. You don't belong in a bar. You don't belong in a sports club. You belong on top of a mantle so people can look at.
And what if she's just coming out to support her man who's a fan of that team? You know what I mean? Like, he's a Cowboy fan, so she's dressing up her Cowboy gear. Is that okay? Is that authorized?
I think it's okay to a certain extent because, you know, you have your allegiance. But where were you before your man? You know, you weren't born with him by your side. So all of a sudden, just because you have a man, you just jump on his team? That's not somebody who's a fan.
Yeah, because a lot of the time they'll say, well, I'm not really a fan. I'm just supporting my man.
And that's cool. Then don't pose as a fan if you're just there for moral support. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if you want to support your man, then buy him a beer. Don't hop on his team.
Don't get poser status.
Yeah, if you want to support your man, buy him a beer and drive him to the bar, drop him off, and leave him there.
And pick him up.
And pick him up. Be the DD. Let him enjoy the game. You don't have to be there asking him, oh, what just happened? Every 10 seconds, you know what I mean? Interrupting the game. If you want to ask your man what just happened, wait till a commercial break. We don't want to miss the game to answer your questions.
And if you support your man and support his team, don't be texting him throughout the game. Don't be calling him when he's going to come home. The only time you should ever interrupt a man when he's watching his team play is when you're handing him a beer. Other than that, stay in your lane And that's in the kitchen.
And when you hand them a beer, don't walk in front of the TV. You know what I mean? Come to the side, come over his shoulder, give him a beer. Don't interrupt the game.
And wait till a commercial. Even then. I mean, I'll go as far as to say, is like, you know what, if you want to interrupt, well, guess what? Just stop in when there's commercial breaks.
That's it. Women, know what's up. You guys got to check the game, know when it's over, know when to pick him up. Don't be asking him, are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? In the middle of the fourth quarter. You know we're watching the game. Wait till after. So with that said, all you sports fans out there, you need to step your game up. You got to listen. You got to pay attention. You got to support your team. So my boy Duarte, any final shout-outs?
Yeah, my shout-out is to my boy Salgado out there in Imperial Valley doing his thing with Culture Star. Make sure you follow them on Facebook. They're under Culture Star.
Culture Star, one of so-called biggest fans. Boy Hernandez, anything you want to say?
Dallas Cowboys all day, baby. So to all my fans right there.
So for all you so-called experts out there, keep following, keep supporting us. Don't forget to support your troops. We're out.